Hi, my name is David Logan from Nightlight Interactive. This is Whispering Willows, Ouya Park, Day 1 at E3. This is Whispering Willows, a game about a girl who can astral project her spirit. And the main gameplay is you control her human form and her spirit form to solve puzzles in the game. It takes place in an old mansion. Right now, this first level is in the catacombs underneath the mansion. And basically, as she's going throughout the game, she's going to be meeting spirits along her way that will help her, but first she usually has to do something for them. Most of them don't want to help her at first. Elena comes to the mansion to look for her father. He mysteriously disappeared, and so basically she's been exploring this mansion to try to find him. You'll learn that there's kind of a mysterious presence around this mansion, and that's what's actually keeping these ghosts in limbo. So a lot of these ghosts can't move on to the afterlife. And so with Elena's help, she'll actually help these ghosts move on. Our game, we're really trying to focus on the atmosphere and the horror experience. A lot of horror games are very fast-paced and rushed, and we feel you miss a lot of the atmosphere and the experience. And so with our game, we really wanted to remove combat and bring the player into the game more. So instead of combat, it's more puzzle focused. You can find our game right now on nightlightinteractive.com, and after the week of E3, we are going to have a public demo available for everyone to play out this demo of the catacombs.
My name is Kim Swift, and I am the creative director on Sulfur, working at Airtight Games. Sulfur is a rhythm roguelike set in a fantasy world where 70s funk and soul has fused with Norse mythology to create this really interesting mixture. So think disco wizards and lounge dragons instead of lounge lizards as the enemies you're going to fight against. And the gameplay is very similar to a dungeon crawler, except the combat is rhythm-based. We at Airtight Games love music games. There are a bunch of us on the team that absolutely adore them and have wanted to make one for a while, including myself. And this is kind of our ode to the music game, and combining it with another genre that we're all huge fans of, which is the dungeon crawler roguelike genre. So we really hope that players enjoy themselves and have a good time, and stay tuned for when the game actually comes out. Sulfur will be available this fall. If you would like more news about Sulfur, you can go to sulfur.com.
The name of our company is Lou, and we are a subsidiary of Sony DADC. And the name of our game is Forsaken Planet. The game is a 4-player, multiplayer action game with a little bit of strategy mixed into it that's inspired by kart battle type games and twin stick shooters. It's an online game. It is cross-platform, and you are basically a fry cook who's trying to claw his way up through the ranks of the universe's largest fast food restaurant and arms dealer. The way that you play the game is actually there's a bunch of objects spread around the levels, and you go around, you capture them in your tractor beam and bring them back to this chickenizer, which turns them into chicken and gives you points. That allows you to kind of upgrade your weapons, your armor, and become a better fighter. The game's free to play and is actually cross-platform multiplayer, which is pretty unusual for multiplayer games at this point. The best place to find the game is go to forsakenplanetgame.com, and we have all the information there on the different places you can get it.
You Don't Know Jack, the irreverent trivia party game, is now on Ouya.
You Don't Know Jack is a trivia game. It's a multiplayer, couch play, fun game show, interactive. It supports 1 to 4 players. On the Ouya, we can use 1 to 4 controllers, or you can actually download an app that we call the Jack Pad, which is a mobile gamepad that exists in the iOS store and the Google Play and Amazon store. So it's a super fun, interactive game show experience. Very funny humor. There's host that picks on you and makes fun of you. And it's high culture meets pop culture. So if you're good at history and trivia, and you're also good at At Pop Culture Trivia, you'll have a fighting chance against the Booksmart people too. It's available right now on the Google Play Store and the Amazon Store, and it's in review with the iOS Store, so any day now. You can go to ydkj.com, you can go to jackbox.com, and you can read all about Jackbox games and You Don't Know Jack.
My name is Adam Sprague, and the name of the game is Hidden in Plain Sight. The premise of the game is that there are human players who are trying to blend in with computer-controlled characters and accomplish certain goals. So there's 5 game modes, each of which the players are trying to accomplish goals while blending in with the NPCs so that they don't get eliminated by the other players. It's 2 to 4 players, it's local multiplayer only. There's no single player gameplay and there's no online gameplay. You have to have people in the same room playing with you. You know, a lot of the play is between the players in the room. You know, there's a lot of screaming at each other, there's a lot of fun shouting. It's kind of a party atmosphere style game. And it's really gotten a lot of good feedback and a lot of good reviews because of that. People like playing with their family and friends. It's currently available on the Ouya. It's also available on the Xbox Live Indie Games platform, and it's also available on Windows. I've got just a dev blog at adamspraguegames.blogspot.com.
We're Bad Juju Games. This is our game called Flip Riders. It's a simple racing game with various courses and obstacles, like you get sharks and helicopters, and you can race against your friends online. Our characters would be the most interesting part. They're cel-shade, toon style. They're inspired by Japanese anime characters. Besides the game being a side-scroller, you get to play on the dart mode. The dart mode is, you end up on the bullseye, and that's how you gain points. And it's available right now on Facebook, iOS, Android, and now the Ouya.
Be sure to check out OuyaGamingSource.com for the latest news and game reviews.